Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ryan, aka Ryman, and I want to welcome you back to Ryman's Bizarre Adventures in Katawa Shoujo. Now, if you are new to this channel, and I know some of you are, you're probably thinking this looks pretty out of place compared to some recent videos that I've been putting out. But that's just the channel. We're kinda all over the place. I never lay down on a battle plan of what the fuck I'm doing. Anyways, look, if this interests you at all, if you want to see me fail going through this storyline, pause here, go back to number 1. I promise you this one, guys. You're not going to be disappointed. That's all I can say. I don't want to give spoilers to some of the shit that's already gone down. But for now, those of you who are caught up, I think you've waited long enough for the next installment. Shit has been going down, and we're not stopping the train. Yes, I'm stalling continuously because I once again not that bunny Ryan because I once again forgot to set my goddamn timer. Oh, stop! Okay, go. Like nothing even happened. We're going. Once again, Hanako doesn't turn up for class. Try as I might to concentrate on other matters, this fact continues to distract me throughout the entire school day, and even as I walk through the school gardens to the dormitories. I don't think today being her birthday is a coincidence either. I don't know the link between the two events, though, nor do I have any idea what she's feeling. If this is going to go down... Okay, I had a thought in my head on how this could go down a dark path, but then another idea for another dark path came, and now it's just branching off. One of them involves setting fire to the school. Okay, we're gonna go on before my brain continues. Were it physical pain, I could at least provide some limited comfort. With something like this, though, I have no idea where to start. I run the people I know through my head, thinking about whether they could help. Shizune and Misha, I cross immediately off that list. Shizune and Misha don't know that much about Hanako, and what little they do know, they can't tell me. Same for the nurse. I know, let's ask Rin the Collector. Let's see if she has anything to say on this matter. In the end, there's only one person that knows Hanako well who would be willing to tell me anything. Kenji. That would be an amazing plot twist. Entering my dormitory room, I notice something that takes me off guard. It's starting to feel familiar. With everything that's going on around me, I'm thankful that this room started to finally be somewhere I can relax a little. When I first entered Yamako, it felt immediately foreign in every way. From the untouched neatness to the way it smelled. I couldn't masturbate worth shit in here. Focusing back on the task at hand, I throw my bag onto the bed as I open the top drawer of my desk. Before she left, Lily told me the number to call her while in Scotland, and I wrote it down. In hindsight, I wonder if she knew something like this could happen. Now that she's out of reach, I realize just how much both Hanako and I have relied on her for guidance. I dig around drawer after drawer, looking for that damn piece of paper. Eventually... You didn't tack it on the wall? Dude! Not for nothing, this seems like an important thing to keep around! Wait, you didn't even program him to your phone! Hisao, dude! Where is your head? Is it still in the gutter from the last episode? Because that's my fault. Eventually, thankfully, I find it nestled under a borrowed library book. I'm getting flashbacks to the flip phone that I used to own. Oh dear. Is it weird to say that I actually miss it? The screen wouldn't always be fucking damaged. I probably should have just entered directly. Hisao can feel the stand abilities like reaching out and violently shaking him for being an idiot. I probably should have just entered it directly into my cell phone, come to think of it. Without further ado, I enter the numbers and anxiously press the call button. Oh my god, wait a minute, dude. What plan are you on? Are you on Verizon? Is she on Verizon? This could, oh my god, I'd be more terrified of the cost. Eventually, the phone picks up. A feminine voice I don't recognize on the other end. It's probably Lily's mother. Please don't give me the line. I have no idea what to do. Okay, it's a fucking demon. What is this? What is this? What is that? Lily is a vampire, and her mother is an ancient. I'm convinced now. She's a vampire, and her mother, it was like a fucking vampire from the dawn of time or something, speaking an unknown dead language. That's the only thing I can think of. What am I looking at here? That was English? Fuck you. English? Suddenly finding myself unprepared, I realize I can't understand a word she says, either due to my limited vocabulary or her heavy accent. I should have anticipated this, since according to Lily, her mother is a native Scot. I soldier on in hope that she must know some Japanese, considering it's her daughter's native language. It's Hisao Nakai speaking. Hey, this reminds me. Remember back in the day where you're trying to phone your crush and you hope to God their parent didn't pick up? This is that scenario. An enthusiastic sound of realization can be heard as she recognizes the language. My feeling of relief is immense. Oh no, I have to do you. Oh no! I have to not only try Scottish, I have to try feminine Scottish. Ears are about to bleed. Get a grip, Ryan. Ah, you must be one of Lily's friends from school, correct? Even so, her accent means I have to concentrate to work out what she's saying. Yes, that's right. Pleased to speak to you, Mrs. Satao. It's nice of her to find someone so polite. Lily dear, it's for you. I butchered so much of the accent. If you're from Scotland, I apologize. Her mother seems nice, if a little over enthusiastic given the mundane situation. There's a small silence as Lily takes her time getting to the phone because she's lost in the house because she's blind. In the distance, I can just make out her mother scolding her playfully for just getting up. Hello, Lily speaking. You sound awful, especially the way I voice act you. She makes a sound somewhere between a dying animal and a yawn. Can I mimic that? No, I'm not going to try, no. The one thing I did remember to check before calling was the time zone. It'd be pretty late in the morning over there, so she really has no excuse. Not feeling well?
Just tired. What time is it there?
Late afternoon. School finished for the day not long ago.
Hanako's not well, is she?
And then the sad music kicked on. Come on! I don't need feelings. It's a Friday night. Oh god, I just realized it's a fucking Friday night and I'm indoors. Playing Katawa Shoujo. You know, when I put it that way, I have no regrets. That was quick. My assumption that she must have known something like this could happen seems to have been on the mark. How did you know?
Because today is her birthday. I'd hoped she might have gotten at least a little better after coming to know you, but... How is she right now?
She missed school today, and yesterday. I still have to check up on her today. To be honest, after seeing how she... I'm sorry, that one caught me by surprise. After seeing how she was when I talked to her yesterday, I'm pretty anxious. I really have no idea what to make of it. Has this happened in the past? Is it related to her scarring in some way?
Unfortunately so. Roughly the same thing happened last year when her birthday came up. As far as I can tell, it's because her parents died in the accident that caused her scarring, and Hanako blames herself for their deaths.
Oh. Okay. What she says does seem to make sense. If she's blaming herself on her birthday, she might as well be ruining that she was ever born. Hanako had mentioned her stay in the orphanage to me. Maybe I should take some heart that she trusts me enough to tell me such a thing. Lily seeming so in the dark about it, though, almost to the extent that I am, is a surprise. So that's why she lives in the student dormitories as well. Has she told you any more about the accident?
As close as we've come, she's very barely told me anything about what happened. What I know about it is largely conjecture.
She sounds depressed. I wish I had these lines before I read the actual lines. Almost defeated. Considering the trauma Hanako must have gone through, I really can't fault Lily for not knowing. Nevertheless, she still seems to consider it a personal failing. Don't blame yourself, Lily. With everything she's gone through... There's a long silence from the other end of the line. I begin to wonder if the call cut out before the voice at the other end speaks once again.
There is another person, though, that has been a subject of worry for me as of late.
Oh? I run through the people she could be talking about in my head. The only friends she seems to keep very close are Hanako and me. Though there's Akira as well.
That person is you, Hisao.
That's right in the heart, dude. There's another silence on the line, but this time it's caused by me. Oh man, I missed this game. Making others worry about me is something I very actively try to avoid since coming to Yamako. Indeed, even my interaction with Hanako has helped stave off any major health problems thanks to our relaxed and slow-paced lives. What is there to worry about over me?
I apologize. I didn't mean any offense.
Sorry, I was just taken a bit off guard. Still, isn't Hanako a bigger problem at the moment?
For some time now, I thought both of you may be feeding into each other's more worrying habits. I tried to amend this before leaving, but it seems to have done little.
Worrying habits?
When I asked you about what you had in mind for the future, your answer was very similar to what Hanako has said in the past when that question was posed to her. It is well and good to want to protect her, but I fear that treating Hanako like this, as if she were a daughter or someone in need of special care, is only going to achieve the opposite.
The situation got effectively turned on its head after everything that's happened. This is the first time I found myself doubting Lily's judgment. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm given a choice here. And if it's a choice this late in the game, something tells me this isn't a simple wash your hands after a piss or not kind of decision, you know? Do I agree with Lily? Or do I trust my own judgment? Wow. Wait. I remember. One of my buddies / biggest fan of this playthrough right now, Blaze. He told me. I think he's told me repeatedly, almost violently beating me over the head at times, to agree with Lily. Trust Lily. I think I'm going to have to take my friend's advice and agree with Lily. Now, trust, as much as I think it would be cool to trust my own judgment, I personally don't mind doing that. Maybe another day I'll see where this gets me, but I'm going to take my friend's advice. Another day, we will let our hearts be the vanguard on the battlefield of love. Wow, that sounds like the title of like an 80s rock ballad love song. I fucked that up. An 80s rock love ballad. Yeah, I can see that. Someone fucking get on that. But yeah, let's agree with Lily, move this shit along. I don't want to admit it, but she may have a point. Something else bugs me though. And you tried to amend this? Wait, our outing into the city?
Quite astute. I thought it might help if I dragged both of you out of Yamako and into the wider world. I am thankful you became closer for it, though.
So she noticed that. I suppose she may as well have been paying attention to us, and her hearing's incredibly good. Quite likely good enough to have picked up on what we were talking about if she tried. That'd be impressive in that bar. This sounds more and more like you were manipulating us. Silence. It's a harsh way of putting it, but I have no intention of stepping back from those words.
I'm sorry. I was just worried about you.
It's fine. I guess there's more important things anyway. It's not a total surprise that she'd do such a thing. Her motherly nature can be slightly overbearing at times, but she does have the best of intentions. So you think I should think about myself more instead of trying to cater to Hanako? That largely sums it up. Again, I'm sorry for not telling you this in a clearer way before going behind your back. I know I am at least as guilty of being overprotective of Hanako as you, but I fear that you're neglecting yourself in your efforts to give Hanako happiness. Do you really think Hanako will be okay?
She isn't as fragile as you think. I don't know exactly what experiences she's lived through, or what feelings she has in her mind, but she has managed to work her way through them until now. It's also my hope that giving her a little space will allow her to decide what she truly wants for herself, and giving her the initiative to reach out for it. Please have faith in Hanako. That's all I ask.
I guess I'll think about it for a while.
That's good. Being rash won't get you anywhere. I know that at times you may doubt your relationship to Hanako, but she does...
Lily cuts herself off and takes a moment to reconsider her words.
Please keep in mind that I wouldn't have befriended you if I hadn't thought you had fundamentally a good person. You're a good friend, both to myself and to Hanako.
Thank you. That helps. We share some small talk to try and lighten the atmosphere, but it feels very stilted. There's a lot I don't know about Lily's stay in Scotland, but after such a heavy subject, I want to be alone a bit to think. And so I dissolve my phone. Hisao, dude, I think you need that. After a few minutes, we end up saying our goodbyes, and I set my phone on my desk. Compared to Hanako's situation, mine feels utterly mundane. I still have both of my parents. I had a reasonably normal childhood, and unlike many in Yamako, my condition isn't immediately visible to the public. But then again, isn't this just an attempt to justify the way I've been acting towards her? That may well be what our pasts were like, but when it comes to the future, I still have no idea what the fuck I'm gonna do. In school, I just concentrate on each day's work, and I've put off more and more things to cater to Hanako. I recall the words Matou told me after Hanako's breakdown, about the purpose of Yamako and my education. In hindsight, he was probably trying to push exactly the same thing. I clicked, damn it! Just what have I been doing in the time since my heart attack? If I ever did manage to get Hanako out of her room and to open up, what then? Dude, well, I actually have no idea. We're actually in a pickle. I look out my dormitory window as the sun slowly sets. It's a nice sight, but what I really savor is the quiet as the students return to their dormitories. All I want to do now is think. I'm not sure how much time I have, but I want to work out where I'll go from here. And nice, cheerful, end of chapter music to play after that serious thing. I got a goddamn fucking splinter I got somehow from work. What the fuck? According to my timer, I'm only 20-something minutes. I think we can push a little further. Since talking to Lily yesterday, I've wanted to try and move on from the listlessness I felt ever since coming to Yamako. But even as I try to concentrate on the book in front of me, Hanako's empty seat at the back of the classroom looms larger than life. Every time I start getting focused, my eyes flick over to our desk again, and my mind starts spinning. Oh, it's Handgirl. Hello? Once more, my eyes drift over to it, but this time my vision is blocked by a certain other classmate. Oh, hey, Mickey. To the people who are caught up, you know what voice is coming. To the people who aren't and decided to just watch this video without watching all the ones leading up to this, buckle yourself in, because you're in for a ride. Maybe you should just have lunch. I can hear your stomach growling from my desk. I let my head drop in disappointment. She seems to take some amusement from my reaction, and hops up onto my desk. Okay, there is a thing called some personal space, Mickey. Alright, I'm convinced now there's gotta be a secret route or two in this game that no one else has discovered. I'm gonna go digging one of these days, but not now. We gotta grind on. Her grin as she sits on it reminds me of the Cheshire Cat. Again,
So, what you working on?
My thesis on personal space! Some math. I have a decent handle on it, but I just wanted to revise.
Oh, really? Let me see that.
Before I can object, she grasps my mathematics book with her hand. She scans the page I was on, holding it up with the one hand she has, her left arm sitting uselessly on her lap. In my time here at Yamako, I've noticed that the other students have a wide range of adjustment to their disabilities. On a purely practical level, Mickey is one of those who seem to have some trouble. The stump of her left arm tends to be either hanging by her side, slipped into a pocket, or otherwise put out of the way. Dude, oh, give her a chainsaw! Why did I not think of this before? Focus. Sometimes she has a difficult time of common tasks, which makes her visibly quite frustrated. I feel a little bad for thinking this way, but I'm thankful that Hanako and I don't have disabilities affecting our freedom of movement to that extent. That face is adorable. Look at her struggling with math. Then again, if Mickey's problem worsened, at least she wouldn't have a real possibility of dying. My attention is refocused as she thumbs through the pages, skimming their contents. With such casual interest in subject matter, it's clear by now she won't be of any help. I'm guessing you're not too interested in this stuff.
Screw math. It's boring as hell.
Mickey, climbing the ranks of some of the best people in this game. I'm already gonna be rooting for her return in other playthroughs. She puts the book back in front of me with indifference. Her eyes move to the notebook beside it that I've been working out practice equations on. The face!
Wait, you're actually able to work that stuff out?
Yeah. Because I don't have the IQ of a doorknob.
Wow. I've never talked to a computer with legs before.
Well, this is an SCP, so... thanks. I think. At least I'm doing better in this than history. Dude, I loved history! Yes, I'm a nerd, shut up.
Think it's worth asking that librarian for help? I heard she's shooting for Uni.
I almost thought that read Oni. Oh. Yuko? Maybe. I don't know what she wants to study, though. So, what about you? Got anything you're thinking of doing after you graduate?
Me? Nah, not really. Just enjoying it while it lasts.
She looks a little awkward when asked about her future, and absent-mindedly rubs her left forearm. I kind of want to ask her about it, but I don't think I know her well enough to do so. The conversation peters out, and I lean back in my chair, giving up the prospect of studying. Miki notices my tired expression and looks oddly serious.
Thinking about Hanako?
I'ma give you $20 to fuck off. Don't though. You're You're a lovely character. Isn't that obvious? It's that obvious? Isn't that obvious? Read!
You've been glancing at her seat, and you've been pretty quiet. Not too hard to connect the dots.
I'm just worried about her.
Yeah, I can see why you would be. She can get weird sometimes.
She sounds put off, but I can't blame her. Hanako was a hard person to interact with before she warmed up to me, even with Lily around to help. I haven't known her for that long either, so some of her habits would still be unknown to me. My face becomes troubled. If I hadn't developed feelings for her, this would be at least a little easier to deal with.
I mean, no offense. She isn't a bad person. I know that. I know that much. Read.
I know, I didn't take it that way. It's just harder to deal with when, well, you know, you have feelings for someone.
Yeah, I can imagine that. It's hard to forget something like what happened to her during class, too.
I wish she hadn't reminded me of that. She just confirmed that it was clearly noticed by others in the room as well.
Come on, don't get that down. She's done this before. You just gotta wait it out.
She locks herself in a room and acts like an empty husk of a person for a sizable amount of time, ever since she entered Yamako, if not before then as well, and I'm not supposed to be concerned about that? Well, I might think that, but there's nothing I can do. I can't force her to come out, and if she does see a therapist, and she does see a therapist, so it's not like she isn't getting any help for her issues. I'm suddenly getting the song from Avenue Q, "There's Life Outside Your Apartment," stuck in my head now. We should totally do that for her! Do we have enough people here to put on a puppet-style musical? Maybe it's natural to think that way when you're so powerless to help someone. That's just the way she is, and you just have to deal with it. Oh, now what? Someone else gonna pop on? I swear to Christ, if it's me, I'm ending this right here and now. As I mull things over, I notice a movement out of the corner of my eye. I glance to see who it is, and end up doing a double take. Oh! I was not expecting. I was convinced it was gonna be a Misha attack. Oh boy. Sure enough, it's Hanako. She walks through the door just as she would any normal school day, and begins to move towards her seat in her usual silent and humble manner. She looks at me for a moment before blushing and looking away in embarrassment, which makes me realize that I was staring at her. Whoa. I feel sorry for that, but not doing it is hard after all that's happened. The girl sitting on my desk looks up to me, grinning.
See? Your sweetheart's back already. What did I tell ya?
More of her, please. We need her. Can we sub, like, maybe this girl out for one of the other? Why am I looking behind me? Again, I'm looking behind me like someone's there gonna respond to me. I forgot what my thought was. You be quiet! It might only be meant as a joke, but she hits close enough to make me quite uncomfortable. As we talk, someone calls Miki's name from the door. She jumps down from her vantage point on my desk before turning to me.
Gotta go, Hisao. Remember to eat sometime, will ya?
Fine, I will. See you. She gives a casual salute before jogging over to the door, where a male student in a gym uniform is waiting for her. Probably someone from the track and field club. Wait, track and field club. Which one is the legless lolly? Was that Emmy? That's Emmy, right? If I end up on her path, another point, maybe we'll come across Miki again. Anyway, I guess we're going on with plot. Seizing the opportunity, and I almost yanked a cord out of my computer doing that. Tone down the enthusiasm, will you, Ryan? Seizing the opportunity, I get up and make my way to Hanako's desk.
Hello.
Hi, Hanako. What's up? Aren't we being casual today?
Nothing.
Maybe talking to her this soon after she came back to class was a bad move. Want to come with me and grab something from the cafeteria? I'm pretty hungry.
But I thought you were studying.
Studying can wait. Turning up for class after all this time must have taken some courage for Hanako, so the least I can do is stay with her. That's just the way she is, and you just have to deal with it. Oh, jeez, it's the way Miki and probably the class as a whole views Hanako. I can do more for her, though. I want to do more for her. After being distracted by Miki, I don't think I'm gonna get any work done. Come on, let's go to adventure! She hesitates, but eventually gets up and joins me as we begin walking. These may be small steps for her, but the fact that she's finally out of her room and of her own volition lifts a large weight off my shoulders. Hey, that's the end of a chapter. Oh my goodness, we fucking tackled 2 chapters in one video. I'm proud of myself. I truly am. This is the tea house, and I think this is a great place to end this episode. Stop waving your hands around in the air like you're a fucking spaz, Ryan. No one's watching. Ladies and gentlemen, if you had any enjoyment whatsoever joining me on this truly bizarre adventure, give the video a like. Subscribe to the channel to see more of Katawa Shoujo, as well as a plethora of other videos that you will find. Migraine setting in. Follow the Facebook page to keep up with all the news and any other content that I post. There's a link for that in the description below. Remember to keep liking the videos, loving the videos, sharing it with friends, families, and strangers. And as always, stay awesome out there, guys. Because you are. Adios.